Should there be any inclination to cover up the existence of an unknown human type being in our midst, one that has been written and documented throughout history, it must be a conspiracy. The word conspiracy, it always arises when it comes to anything pertaining to nefarious intent by government or military. It's a cop-out used to deter us from pursuing the truth of matters. It's a manipulation tactic to keep you from the truth. Those who deny this fact are simply asleep, a product of a conditioned society. This has no bearing whatsoever on intelligence. It has to simply do with a greater conscious awareness, an inherent quality that lies within all of us. They have an understanding of the natural laws that govern us. They can manipulate those laws to their advantage. They can walk among us undetected, leave a single print in snow without a trackway. They're telepathic, with an ability to mind speak to those of us they choose to connect with. They can manipulate matter, making objects appear from thin air. They can speak from a disembodied voice, touch us physically unseen. They have the ability to visit us inside our homes and make contact in our subconscious dream state. These are all experiences that have been given to me personally, and I'm well aware of numerous others who have had similar experiences. Contact with the Sasquatch people will expand the consciousness of all who are privy to their ongoing contact. They will reveal the bigger unseen and unknown existence around us that lies literally within reach of all of us. Think about it. The implications of Sasquatch existence, a species of human-type beings, a highly intelligent species that defunks Darwinism, one that shakes the foundations of religious dogma and the manipulative tactics of those who use God as a source to condemn for their own self-interest, is absolutely massive. This truth throws our scientific paradigm into a whirlwind. Add the forest and mining industry, fracking, the destruction and poisoning of the land and water by those whose conscience lies dormant, their only vision money and power. Corporate greed has no conscience. It does not care about the destruction it leaves in its wake, nor does it care about the people's lives it destroys in doing so. Once the world awakens to the fact that we have a highly intelligent species of ancient human-type beings living among us, there is no more room for destruction. The destruction of our forests, their home, will need to stop immediately. Now let's take into account that these ancient human-type beings, Sasquatch, have a consciousness that is wide open, a superconsciousness. Government and military have no control. Sasquatch people are free from our laws, free from the confines of our enslavement. Government and military have zero control over this matter. They cannot control who's given contact or who's given knowledge and information from the outer realms of our existence. They have no control with all the firepower, all the military weapons and manipulative tactics they use to control the masses. They have zero control over those with super consciousness who live in a world beyond our physical reach. There are other beings that are far more advanced than we are in their expansion of consciousness, their understanding of the greater unseen existence beyond our current scientific paradigm, who are making contact with a growing number of us, waking us up to the lies and deception of our governments, the evil that is the military-industrial complex, the small group whose dark agenda is guiding us collectively towards its end game, complete enslavement and control over all of humanity. Can't see it? It's clearly evident to anyone who's a free thinker. Those who do not succumb to the conditioning and brainwashing that has permeated our existence. For those of you who deny, fear, who negate the conspiracy claims, how long before you come to terms with your own denial? We all have that innate ability within our hearts to know truth, to know we are all being led to the slaughter. This has happened before, and it's happening again. We've been collectively manipulated, controlled, and enslaved into a system that is guiding us towards the unfathomable. One run by a minority whose plan is complete power and control over the masses. All it takes is an open mind, simple common sense, and a knowing in your heart that there is evil taking place on this earth on a scale that involves the entire global population. They do not want us to wake up. They do not want our consciousness awakened. This is their biggest fear. The masses awakening. They don't hide their plan, and anyone who can't see through the facade, the manipulation through controlled media, the staged false flag events brought on to literally take your rights and freedoms from you, are simply asleep. The perpetuation of war, all in a guise to protect you. It's time to wake up. There's plenty of documentation that establishes military interest in the UFO phenomenon. It's even been stated through controlled media recently by a former Pentagon official. They haven't hidden the knowledge of UFOs and ETs. They simply use disinformation and other tactics to deceive and misdirect our understanding. Sasquatch, UFOs, and ETs are all connected. There's been an ongoing, persistent effort to control the information, but they're losing the battle. More and more people are speaking out, high-ranking military officials, people from all walks of life, speaking their truth. Proof governments and military have lied. What I've learned over the past several years in my interactions with a species of ancient people, the Sasquatch, is that they are highly evolved in their consciousness. I can't stress this enough. They have never strayed from their spiritual path of existence. They have been watching us, choosing those they wish to interact with, and the numbers are growing. They're reaching out to us, helping us to awaken from our manipulated and controlled existence. They're revealing their existence to us at this time, purposely. The dark side has no power over them, none whatsoever. They are our hope, our love and light for our future, our connection to a greater understanding, and there to help us detach from the confines of the enslavement we're all subject to now. That system has just been created purposely through manipulation by an elite group aligned with the dark. Look at the world today. Look at the future of technology. Where do you think it's going? Wake up. There's been much stigma built around their existence, much of it negative, a fear tactic to keep us from getting close to them. Each and every person I've dealt with who has ongoing interactions with them all have similar experiences. They're all positive. While it will likely shock and cause disruption to our psyche in the beginning, as our conditioning doesn't allow us to accept their existence, over time, there's a gradual understanding that they truly are a compassionate, loving people who hold on to ancient knowledge, an understanding of the natural laws that allow them to evade our persistence in finding them. With that in mind, I've learned there are those in power who want them eliminated from our existence. The Sasquatch people are a threat to the dark side because their contact awakens our consciousness. This is what is feared most by those in power. They do not want us to awaken. It will disrupt everything they are striving for in their plan of world domination. Sounds like some crazy Luciferian movie plot. It's not. This is reality, and while most will laugh it off as complete lunacy, there are many of you that know within your heart and soul that this is truth.
Things are getting pretty... I don't know what the hell that was.
That came from in here.
Things are getting a little strange right now. It's about 12:30 at night, and we just came in the cottage and found 2 more marbles inside the cottage. One under the owner's chair, one by my bag, and I was given 2 more birthday candles while I was outside, for a total of 3 birthday candles at this stage. Yeah, it's getting pretty strange.
What?